Hey, good morning, everybody. Here we go with this winter storm coming up the coast here for this weekend. Let's chat about that a little bit here. I know yesterday I had a lot of maps going on and talked about maps and different snow totals that are coming in and everything. Let's start here with the timing of this thing. Let's take a look at that. All right, make this a little bigger here. So, storm timing, start time. So we're looking at down in the DC area where they've been very consistent with incredible amounts of snow, 2+ feet, even 30+ inches in some areas down in the DC, Baltimore, Maryland areas. You're looking at 6 p.m. start time, might be a little bit later than that on Friday night. You hop up here to right around just north of New York City, 6 a.m. Saturday. So I think for this area, north of Philly, Upper Bucks here where we're at, I'm thinking about 1 a.m., midnight, 1 a.m.-ish start time for this thing on Saturday morning. So right now the storm is, pop this up here, get this a little bigger. Right now, the storm is out here. You can see this big blob of mess here, and it's a bit disorganized right now. It doesn't look like much, but what it's going to do is it's going to tap into moisture in here in the Gulf of Mexico, and it's going to explode over here with all this moisture, and you're going to see this big, like vapor trail of moisture coming up through here. And then what it's going to do is going to redevelop a low pressure system on the coast here. And that's where you're going to get these northeast winds coming in. We're going to have a ton of wind with this storm. That's a definite. Lots of wind coming in. There's blizzard watches already up in DC, New York City, anywhere near the coast that, if you don't get mixing, you're going to have blizzard-like conditions, possibly even here as far inland as Upper Bucks County. But there's just a winter storm watch here for now. But so you're going to see this come together, develop here, low pressure system. Now the big question is, does this go out or does it wiggle up a little bit? If it wiggles up a little bit, you're going to see that precipitation. I'm going to show you in a minute. There's a cutoff line that we were talking about a little bit yesterday. You're going to see that expand, and you're going to get more snows further north. And I'll explain that in a second. So again, here it is here. It's going to start coming together. And you're going to see it blow up off the coast here on Saturday, and that's where you're going to get our main snows from. So that's what a nor'easter is, essentially a wintertime hurricane, really. So, all right. So if you know anybody by the shore, there's going to be evacuations there with flooding and lots of beach erosion and stuff like that. So, let's get into it here. Last night, the Euro came in, and it really showed a sharp cutoff. Look at this. I mean, I don't think it'll be that sharp. Somewhere it's going to be that sharp. I'm a snow lover, so I'm rooting for this thing to be bigger. But I'm thinking it's going to be more up here, the cutoff. Right now, it's got it. You go from down just south of Philly, you're talking 18 to 24 inches, and then you come up here to Upper Bucks, and you're looking at 6. So then you get up in the Poconos, you're looking at a 1/2 inch or nothing. So the ski resorts are not going to be happy about that. But the Euro has been very consistent with that. Typically, the Euro and the GFS models are longer range models. So the model right now that most people are looking at is the NAM, and that's been slamming us. And it just slammed us again this morning. I'll show you that in a second. But the Euro has been very consistent with a sharp cutoff. So I still think that's going to happen. It's just a matter of where is that going to be. So it could be almost a nowcasting thing where you won't know. Like I think, Baltimore, Maryland, Philly, these areas right in here where it's just been getting clobbered with predictions. This has been consistent on every single model model that came out. So it's above Philly, New York City. That's where the question mark is going to be on how much snow you get. If you look at AccuWeather, and they're pretty good. A guy named Bernie on there. He's pretty solid with his stuff. Right now they have Philly 12 to 24, all the way up through Lehigh Valley 6 to 12. Right now, if I had to guess, I think this map looks pretty solid. But again, a quick wiggle, 50 miles of this storm, instead of going out, if it kind of wiggles up a little bit, you're going to bring all these totals up here in this area as well. We're going to have higher snow ratios. So if that storm comes 50 miles north, boom, we go from 6 to 12 to, possibly 2 feet. So, but right now, if I had to go with a map, I would go with this as my first call. I kind of like it. Pretty solid down here. All the maps have been consistent. So you're looking at a very big storm down here. Let's take a look at the, let's see, the NAM. This just came out, and this is snow totals as of 4 a.m. Sunday, and we absolutely get clobbered here. See these light blues here, or purples? You're talking 27 inches, 30 inches. The NAM is usually always overdone, but again, very consistent down here with huge totals. Very sharp cutoff up here. So that's what we're looking at now, this cutoff. Where does it happen? One thing's for certain, there's going to be blizzard-like conditions, New York City, Baltimore, as long as it's snowing there and you're having sustained winds of 35 miles an hour or more, gusts up to 60, you're going to have blizzard-like conditions. So there's going to be a lot of flights canceled, et cetera, going on here. So that's about that. There's one more map here that came out. The Winter Prediction Center. It's a pretty cool little map here, and it's hard to see, but again, big totals. I mean, I think they're using the NAM as their model as well. So, in the teens here in Upper Bucks County, and then again down here in the 30-inch range. So that's about all I got for this morning, guys. I will have another update later and see what happens. But yeah, so we'll talk about maybe some winter preparation kits and what I recommend getting. Don't go clearing off the bread, milk, and egg section like everyone else does. I don't think that's necessary. But anyway, we'll talk about some of the stuff I do to prepare for these storms. I actually spend most of my time outside as opposed to inside during these things. So I'm pretty excited. Hopefully we get that big storm up here that I've been looking forward to. So I'm a big kid. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. I will have more to come coming up. I'll talk to you all soon. See ya. Do your snow dance.